So welcome back to Palm Hopes Foundation Elite Schools. We are making computing easy, and now we are doing PHP programming. We are simplifying PHP, and today we are to look at Booleans. We are to look at Booleans. Remember, I'm still your friend and your trainer, Ayoba Martin. This is my number. At the same time, this is my email address. So let us continue. So they have only, can talk about, let us now talk about Booleans. We are saying that they have only two possible values, that is either true or false. PHP provides a couple of constants, especially for use as Booleans. That is, we have true and false, which can be used like, so if true, meaning that if this statement is true, if true, print this one, else print this one. So this will always print, this will never print. So let us see it. So if I copy it here, so it will expect this one to print, this will always print, and this statement will not print because the condition is true. So let us go to our text, let us open up our text editor, that is Notepad++, and inside this I will use this one, then I will highlight here and remove what is there, and I paste this one to save time. So in this, we are saying that if this statement is true, remember we are under PHP, so you have to make sure that what you are doing is enclosed in PHP tags. So if true, print, this will always print. So else, we are having another option. We are saying another way, else print this one, meaning that if this one is false, print this one. So let us save and run and reload our test.php in our web browser. Remember, to reload it, you have to make sure that the server is up and running very well. So let us go to our server. Let us now go to our web browser and reload our test.php. Now, this will always print, it will come out because our condition here is saying true, So now let's say that we said that this one is false. Let's say that we said that this one is false. So if we save changes, it means that now this statement will not execute, but it will execute this one, which says that this will never print. So let us go back to our web browser and refresh. So now you see this will never print. So that is how we test our PHP here, our PHP Boolean variables. So let us continue and see the next here. Let us now continue. So interpreting other types as booleans. So interpreting other types as booleans. Here are the rules for determine to determine the truth of any value not already of the boolean type. So if the value is a number, it is false if exactly equal to 0 and true otherwise. So it means that if the value is a number and this number is false, it is a false if exactly equal to 0 and true otherwise, meaning that if the value of if the number, or if a variable contains a number that is equal to 0, it means that one is false, and if it is equal to any other number apart from 0, then that one is taken to be true. That is what they are meaning otherwise. So let's continue. If the value is a string, here, it is false if the string is empty, meaning that has 0 characters, meaning that let's say it is a string, but now it is containing only 0 characters. It is brackets with zeros, like for example has 0 characters, or is a string which is equal to 0 and is true otherwise, meaning that if it is a string but containing 0 characters, 0 things, it means that it is false. But if it is a string, if it's a string and containing more than characters that are greater than 0, or something that is greater than 0, or it is not empty, it is taken to be true. So then we are having another one, which is values of a type null are always false. Values of type null are always false. So let us continue. We are saying that if the value is an array, it is false if it contains no other values. So let's continue. And it is true otherwise. For an object containing a value means having a member variable that has been assigned a value. So valid resources are true. So we are saying that valid resources are true, although some functions valid resources are true, although some functions that return resources when they are successful will return false when unsuccessful. So if a condition is successful, it will return true. If it is not successful, it will always turn false. So that is what they are trying to mean. Don't use double as booleans. So doubles are different from booleans as how we have seen. So each of the following variables has the truth value embedded in its name when it is used in a boolean context. So as how we are seeing it here. So we are having true num, meaning that this value is taking 3 plus 0.14159. So this one is taken as a boolean, is taken this one is taken as a boolean, as how we are seeing it here. Then we are having this one true string tried and, so true number here as how we are seeing it. Then this is a true string tried and true, then meaning that tried and true is being stored in this, it's not empty. Then we are saying that true array, as how we are seeing this one, an array element, this one. Then false array equals array, then inside this one it is empty, and this one is false null because it is equal to null. Then this one is false number because if you get 999 minus 999 is equal to 0, and we have said that it is always false in case it is evaluated to a 0 value. Then here is a false string because it is empty, it does not contain anything. I think I've explained this table. So let's continue and see null. What is a null? So null is a special type that only has one value. Null is a special type that only has one value. So null, to give a variable the null value, simply assign it like this. So my val equals null. So if I have this variable and this one is equal to null, meaning that my variable is equal to only one value. So, and this special value is null. So let's continue. The special constant null is capitalized by conventions then, but actually it is case sensitive. You could just as well have typed. So my var equals null, as how you are seeing it. A variable that has been assigned null has the following properties. So let us see the properties of a value that has been assigned null in the next video, as in the next slide here, as how we are continuing with the slide. So we are having, it evaluates the false in a Boolean context. So the characteristics or the properties of a null value, it evaluates it evaluates to false in a Boolean context. Then it returns false when tested with is sent function. So this one is sent function. This is a function name. So it returns false in case it is tested or it is evaluated with false. So it returns false when tested with is sent function. So members, thank you so much for watching. Let us meet in the next video.